Hello, welcome back to the Channel of Nonsense. I'm standing on a train platform in the rain with a banging chicken samosa for my lunch because I'm heading to London to go and witness the UK's unveiling, I guess, of a Chinese car brand called Chery, or Chery. Hopefully they'll tell me how to pronounce it. It's part of the Jaecoo and Omoda group, and they're going to show off 2 of their cars, but also talk about their plans to bring those cars into the UK. And I'm kind of going out of curiosity because we've seen Chinese car brands launch in the UK over the past couple of years, and often these events are full of paid influencers, and I'm never really sure what to trust. So obviously I'm not being paid, I'm just going along as a journalist to hopefully meet some of the executives, talk to them and tell you what I really think with my honest opinion. So I'm going to eat this and then some knickknacks, rib and saucy, and then get to the O2 Arena where the event is happening. I'm just going to take you along for the ride. No idea what I can show you. Let's go. Right, well, I'm here a bit early. Apparently, we're going to see, if I can spin you around, we're going to see the Tiggo 8, which is the 7-seater SUV, and the Tiggo 7, which is slightly smaller. They start from about 25 grand, but I'm guessing the event, hiring some of this, probably was a bit more than 25 grand. They've spent a lot of money on it. There's a big old sign there. So all the media are here. We're been shuffled upstairs to a bar, and we're about to go and do a round table with some Chery executives to speak about the cars and their plans. So everyone's stocking up on Coca-Cola and water. I think someone's having a beer, just to completely corrupt their opinions of what's about to happen. That's not how it actually works. Everyone's very unbiased. Right, that's very interesting. We've just had 3 round tables, basically journalists sitting literally around round tables with the CEO of Chery UK from China, product guy and the European designer as well, talking about everything from their parts distribution network, warehouses, where they're building the things, their dealer strategy. I've got 25 dealers. We're going to go and see the cars in a bit, so I'll talk more about what I've learnt there, down there. But so far, they're taking it very seriously. No influencers here. All right, we come downstairs into basically a nightclub. You're not going to be able to hear me, for presentations and things. And yes, this is more kind of what I expected. Big room with lots of influencers in it. Hopefully I'll get a chance to actually show you the cars at some point, because it's very busy. Look, there's some cars asleep under their duvets. One of which I didn't know was going to be here, so I know nothing about this. To be fair, it's not just influencers and about 30 journalists. Lots of dealers are here as well, and money people, I guess. Oh, gimbal's gone funny. All the money in the room.
I actually might have to leave you in a minute.
Please welcome your host for this evening, Reggie Yates.
Hello.
Working on this one, the technology to ensure that it truly offers world-leading efficiency, class-leading levels of power, refinement, safety, and durability.
Right, well, that's what I can see of the new Chery cars. But it's been interesting. We've had a load of presentations from some senior people from China. Basically, Chery's been around since 1997, which is quite interesting. But they've sold 15 million cars, apparently. 5 million outside of China. And they're originally an engine manufacturer, a bit like Honda were back in the day. But these are the first ones coming to the UK. That's a Tiggo 8. So this is a 7-seat SUV, Skoda Kodiaq rival, really. 4.7 metres long. You get it as a 1.6 petrol or a plug-in hybrid. Let's see if we can have a look at it. I'm obviously going to be fighting people and music here, trying not to get copyright strike, but feels nice inside. Massive screens, people taking selfies, and digital dashboard in there. Don't know if you can see that. They make a big deal about their hybrid system being super efficient. There you go, 400, or about 500 litre boot in that. 7-seater, and price-wise, that's the big deal. Obviously, Chinese cars usually undercut the European competition absolutely massively. Yeah, I can't even get that in one shot. But anyway, 28.5 grand for the petrol, 33.5 grand for the hybrid. Top set ones with a hybrid engine, £36,500, which undercuts the cheapest Skoda Kodiaq by about £3,000. And that does make it the cheapest 7-seater SUV in the UK. Got flat bottom steering wheel, digital dashboard there, haptic buttons of doom on the steering wheel. A dinky little mode dial down there, Tiggo 8, EV hybrid buttons there. I have to say, I assume this is a top spec one for 30 odd grand, but it feels pretty impressive. And it's got a full width glove box as well. Wireless charger there. I think I'm about to get influenced that, so I should probably get out. But that does feel quite posh, I have to say. Chinese are coming, aren't they? They're doing a very good job of making cars. Little head-up display as well. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on there as well. But look at all the people. I'm in the back of the Tiggo 8. Actually, yeah, I've got loads of knee room, foot room, and headroom as well. And look, it's got lots of lovely little details on it. Well, over here we've got Tiggo 7, 4.5 metres long. This one, 25 grand for a petrol or 30 grand for a plug-in hybrid. And that makes it the cheapest plug-in hybrid on the UK market at the moment, which is quite something. You can get it with a petrol, 145 horsepower, 9.4 seconds to 60, with a dual clutch gearbox. Plug-in hybrid gets a motor on each axle, same system as the Jaecoo 7, so 204 horsepower, and that's the same for the Tiggo 8 as well. This one's got 426 litre boot. Big black space there. It looks quite big actually for 427 litres. Is there anything under here? This is going to be super grainy. There's a number plate there. UK registered right-hand drive car. This Tiggo 7's got two 12-inch displays there. Gear shifter down there. Artificial leather seats, which are ventilated and cooled, and top spec ones. A sort of a fake carbon fibre effect across the dashboard. Big glove box, door bins. And again, that is very Mercedes Burmester sound system, isn't it? Let's get another shot of the steering wheel in this Tiggo 7. Right, that was the cars. I don't know how much of that footage I could use, how much you could hear if I do it on voiceover. It was chaos in there, dodging influencers and lots of, what should we say, men of the motoring industry taking full advantage of the free bar. But I've come outside just to sum up, because it's been an interesting evening. It's been a lot more factual and a lot more serious than I thought it might be, having seen some of the influencer events and stuff that goes on with some of these Chinese brands. But they're very serious. They're partnered with DHL to get parts quickly. They partnered with Thatcham to do the proper security testing and all the rest of it. And they backed all their cars with a 7-year warranty. And yeah, they're dirt cheap. And it's interesting. Dirt cheap, they're affordable. And it's interesting chatting to their designer, because he was saying he's worked at other brands like GM before. And they go to BMW, and BMW look at them and say, how do you make your cars so affordably but look so expensive? And that's true of those cars. They do look premium considering the price point. I mean, you can possibly go away and make some conclusions about labour costs and things like that, but those cars genuinely felt a notch above the Volkswagen Group stable stuff. I haven't driven them yet, but by all accounts, that Omoda hybrid powertrain is apparently very good, or it's a Chery powertrain. And just fun fact, Chery comes from the British word for cheery, which is cheery. Sorry, I'm quite tired. But overall, another low-cost prospect. They're going to have 100 UK dealers by the end of, well, within a year. Apparently they've got 25 at the moment. And yeah, they are developing them in Europe as well. They're aiming to open an R&D centre in the UK. So they're going to be developed for our roads and yada, 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 all that stuff. So yeah, an interesting one. And I get that if you're watching this video from Australia or somewhere like that, you've known Chery for a very long time. But it's taken them a long time to get to the UK, they say, because we're such a developed market, they wanted to make sure they had got good enough. Anyway, This isn't propaganda for Chery. This is just my first look at their cars and sort of a review of this event. Some famous people in there that I don't know and all the rest of it. Anyway, I'm out of shot now, so I'm going to say thank you for watching this. Very different video. It's just been taking you along for the journey, really, to see what it's like. If you've liked it, hit like, drop me some sarcastic comments in the comments, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll get back to reviewing cars very, very soon. Goodbye.